Okay, let's go over the song a little bit, shall we? So we start with the D, and then you go to this little D suspended 2, and then you're going to go to a D with a C in the bass. So just move the middle finger over to the 3rd fret of the 5th string and keep that shape. And then you're going to go to like a G with a B in the bass, except it's sort of a G6 because you're going to have this E note ringing out here. So you take your 1st finger off of the 2nd fret of the 3rd string and put it on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. And then you're going to do kind of like a G minor, because you're going to move that down to the 1st fret of the 5th string, your 1st finger. And then I personally switch my pinky over to the spot where my 3rd finger was, but you can try and keep your 3rd finger there if you don't mind that little stretch. Okay, and then the way you pick that whole little section right there is just sort of toggling back and forth between the bass note and the 1st and 2nd strings. So okay, so you're kind of going that kind of thing, just back and forth from the bass note. Okay, and then you go to the C chord, and this is the part where it's a little bit tricky. You start normal, the 5th string bass note, and then the first 2 strings down here. So just boom, ah. And then you're going to do a little hammer on 0-2 on the 4th string. Again, hit those first 2 strings. So you're kind of toggling back and forth between these lower notes and these higher notes. And then the 3rd string, open, and then those higher notes. And then 0-2 on the 3rd string with a hammer on. And then 3rd fret of the 3rd string, you get your pinky in there, and then those high notes. And then back to the middle finger, take the middle finger off. And then 3rd finger, 3rd fret on the 4th string, all the while keeping, you know, all that other stuff intact. And then you go to an E suspended 4. So 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string. Then you're going to go 3rd string, and then the open 1st and 2nd string. 4th string, open 1st 2 strings. 5th string, open 1st 2 strings. And then top string and maybe the 5th string as well, and then the first 2 strings. And then you go to an E chord and do pretty much the same thing. But before you get to that low E that you did in the previous one, you just take the thing off and you play a low A instead. And then the whole thing starts over again. It's basically the same, except you can be a little less precise. You can just sort of strum it like this. Because that's what Neil does while he's actually singing. And this time when you get to the C chord, you're not going to do that fancy thing. You're just going to go. So down, down, up, up, down, up. And then you're going to go to this little F chord. So the damage done. Right there, you see. Then you go to that E suspended 4 again. So clip the top string and maybe the 5th string as well. You don't have to be too precise. Hit the first 2 strings. And then you're going to do a little hammer on 0-2 on the 5th string. Open first 2 strings. And then you're going to do a little slide up from 2-4 on the 4th string. And then back to the 2nd fret. And that's basically the entire form. Neil does some different variations, but it's basically the same thing all the way through. And if you want to get it closer to what he's doing, then listen to the song and use your ear to refine everything.